Hey guys, I'm Judy the Orange Huntress and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you all the different cuts of venison that you can make from this mule deer, where to find them, and some cool ideas for how to use them. So let me get started first with where everything is and what you call it. Up here, the shoulder areas are called the front quarter, and this is called the hind quarter, so the two back legs. Now this is where you would find your ribs and your back strap and your tenderloin on the outside and the interior of the deer. The hind quarter is broken up into 6 different parts. So down here you have your shank, your rump roast here. This is your knuckle or football or sirloin tip roast. Running through here, you see these 2 connective lines here. This is your round roast. It's a little bit hidden when you're breaking this thing apart. It's called your eye of round. So it almost looks like a big cylinder. And then behind it is your top round roast. If you wanted to just keep it simple, you could grind everything. The thing that you need to know when you are cutting everything up is you want to remove all this silver skin, this stuff that covers, and any connective tissue, or if there's any fat in the leg, you're going to find a gland. You want to remove that because it could taint the flavor of the meat. The hind quarter is also really good for roasts, kebabs, if you want to do stir fry, if you want to throw in a crock pot or an instant pot. You could make stews or jerky even. This shank has a lot of connective tissue in it. To break it down for grind is going to be a lot of work. It is really good if you braise it or put it in a slow cooker or instant pot. It is amazing. If you want to check out my Osso Bucco recipe that I posted, then that is a really good option for what you can do with all your shanks. Thank you very much. We're going to look at these front quarters. We have the shoulder, also known as the blade or the chuck. The blade roast, which runs up in here. It's a nice flat bone that the meat sits on, and then it comes down into here, and then that would be your shank. You could turn your venison shoulders into roast, fajitas, or tacos, or slow cook it, shred it up. It's not very good for steaks though, because there's not a lot of meat in this area. You could also make jerky out of it, and that would be really great. In through the back, we have the back strap. Some other names for the back straps would be strip loin, or even the saddle. The back straps are really great for steaks. You can cut them into medallions, you could fry them up, grill them up. You could make a good Wellington, so you wrap it in pastry, bake it in the oven. What am I trying to say, buddy? Underneath on the interior of the deer, those are called tenderloins. Tenderloin is the most tender part of the deer, so you really don't need to do much work for that at all. Any extra meat that you have that doesn't kind of fit into a roast or a category, like the neck meat. Well, this guy doesn't have a neck, not anymore anyway. You could take the neck meat, you could take this like shoulder meat. There would be a little bit of extra meat from the hind quarter. You could grind it up, use it for sausage, you could use it for burgers, however you want to use it. We use it for basically anywhere else that we would use grind for. We just use venison instead of like turkey or beef. With the ribs, and just cut those up and use them for grind. Or if you wanted to do something fun and fancy, you could keep them connected to the back strap and make like a chop. Basically, it's the round piece of meat with the rib on it. So if you want to be fancy. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching.